This is how I air dry my hair. Fabulous, darling, fabulous. Hello everybody, my name is Tabby and welcome back to my channel Keeping Tabs, where today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the high fantasy series that I have on my TBR. So, for those of you who don't know, I have been reading the Game of Thrones series, or the Song of Ice and Fire series by George R.R. Martin. I started the first book in September of 2017, and I am now on book 4. So, yeah, this is what I'm reading right now, and I have always been too scared to pick up this series because it's a chunker. I think the biggest book is A Storm of Swords. I'm gonna put this down. I don't need to hold these. The thickest book in the series is A Storm of Swords, and in the mass market paperback form, it has 1,128 pages. I never in a million years thought I would ever pick up this series because of how thick the books are and how intimidating the world is and how many characters there are, and just all of it was scary, and I never thought I would pick up the first book, let alone make it to book 4. Because I have been able to push through these books, I have so much confidence that I can tackle other series that are also really intimidating that I never would have touched ever in my life. So I'm going to show you those series that are on that list because, yeah, I want more big books. There is no order to the book series that I'm going to show you. I'm just pulling them off my shelf as I see them. The first is, The Kingkiller Chronicles. The first book is The Name of the Wind. Second book is The Wise Man's Fear. These books are big. These books are so thick, and I'm kind of intimidated because I know it's more of like it's not as action-packed as I think it is. So yeah, that intimidates me as well. This second book is, okay, it's still not as long as A Storm of Swords, so I can do it. And I've seen people talk about these series all across all of the reviewing media, social, BookTube, Goodreads, Twitter, like everywhere. People love these books. Thomas, oh, that's my phone. Thomas from Lori and Thomas really love these books. I don't know if Lori read them. I don't know, but Thomas really likes them. So I'm gonna give these a go. I just need to finish Game of Thrones first. The next series that I have on my shelf that I want to dive into is the grandfather of fantasy, and it is the Lord of the Rings trilogy by J.R.R. Tolkien. For the longest time I thought it was just J.R. I didn't realize there was 2 R's in there, but there's 2 R's. I'm sure you know all about these books. It's the Fellowship of the Ring. I love these covers. They're so pretty and just artsy and beautiful. And they're matte, and I love matte covers. Then we have The Two Towers in the same cover edition. Then I have the last book, The Return of the King, in this edition. So I'm gonna try and find a copy of this that matches these two because these are so pretty. Yalla 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 ya. Yalla yalla ya. Tanjing 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 jam. Everybody! The next series that I have on my list that I want to tackle once I've finished Game of Thrones is the Wheel of Time series by That was wrong. The Wheel of Time series by Robert Jordan. There are, I think, 14 books plus a novella. I only have the first 5. I'm gonna try and get to the first 5 books and see what happens from there. But the first 5 that I have are The Eye of the World, The Great Hunt, The Dragon Reborn, The Shadow Rising, and The Fires of Heaven. I don't even know what this series is about. I really don't. The font is actually pretty big for a mass market, so that's good. And it's not even 1,000 pages, and this is one of the bigger books, so we good. Another high fantasy trilogy that I want to dive into is very popular here on BookTube, and it is the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. Brandon Sanderson himself is a popular dude in the fantasy world, and I've been wanting to read this for a long time. They don't look very long, but the pages are pretty thin, so it's really long. I have no idea what the plot is, but I think there's something to do with thieves and heists, and there's also like the magic system. You can eat metals and they give you special abilities or something like that. I don't really know. But I want to read these. Okay, this one is going to be so annoying to do because they're all different sizes. Why did I do this to myself? I don't know. Okay. The next series on my list is not even that big of a series. Like, the books aren't that thick. They're just average. So I'm probably going to take it off the list of high fantasy series that I want to read, because this list is more for the big chunky books. And I can't read that many, I can't read more than one big chunky high fantasy series at a time. So that's why once I'm done with Game of Thrones, I'm going to read one of these series next. But this series in particular is not that big and chunky, so I don't know why it's on the list. But I'll show you anyways because it's in my hands. It is the Witcher series by Andrzej Sapkowski. Andrzej Sapkowski. That's how I'm going to say it. Yeah. This series starts off with 2 novella bind-ups. The first one is The Last Wish, which I have at school, not here present with me. The second bind-up is Sword of Destiny. Then we get into the actual full novels, starting with Blood of Elves. I love these covers so much. This one is a good one. This one is a good one. The Time of Contempt. Do you see, like, he just slayed some giant monster with 1,000 teeth, and I'm ready to read about it. And this is book 3 in the actual series, and it is, oh, what is this? Baptism of Fire. I'll probably end up reading these in 2019 because, like I said, they're not that big. And yes, my series is a hodgepodge, mixing, matching. All of the books are different, except for these 2 at the end. But yeah, it looks great on my shelves in case you're wondering. Just great. Okay. Oh, wow. Not a smart idea to put the heaviest series on the bottom of my shelf. Just an FYI pro tip. Don't do it. The last series that I have for you guys is still an ongoing series. There is currently 3 books out right now, and they are all enormous. They are all over 1,000 pages, even the first book, so good times. Anyway, I guess I should show you, but I'm just dreading having to lift them up any higher than they are now, because it's heavy. Woo-hoo-hoo, yeah. It is the Stormlight Archive series by Brandon Sanderson. These are heavy, okay? Putting them down. Putting them down! The first book in the series is The Way of Kings. And the page count, you ask. Okay, I will tell you, since you asked. I think it's just a 1,000. Yeah, it's literally 1,001 pages. That's the first book, Stormlight Archive. It's huge, it's chunky, and I've actually read, and I think I still have the bookmark. I do still have the bookmark. I've read 384 pages of this book, and it is so good. You actually fly through it, and you don't even realize how much pages you're reading, how many pages you're reading as you're reading it until, like, you're done for the day, and you're like, oh wow, I just read 100 pages. That's crazy. So yeah, it's really good. This world building is amazing and the characters are so fun. I love Kaladin. Let me know if you've read this book. I still have to finish it, so no spoilers. But yeah, Way of Kings, can't wait. Then the second book is Words of Radiance, and I don't know why, but I really love that title, Words of Radiance. It's a cool one. And the last book is Oathbringer. Oh, why is my battery dying? These are the high fantasy book series that I have on my list. I don't know which one I'm going to read next once I'm finished with Game of Thrones, so if you've read any of these, let me know. I'm talking fast because my battery light is flashing. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye! What is this? I don't know. Bye! Yalla 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 yo. Where my money at? Tanjing jam, tanjing jam, tanjing jam. Everybody!